From the neon-lit streets of Akira to the hyper-futuristic dystopian cityscapes of Blade Runner, cyberpunk has become a staple in our pop culture, influencing music, film, and editors like myself and other designers that are watching this. But what is cyberpunk, you may ask? It's more than just a cool aesthetic. And how would it help us as editors or designers that create content for the internet daily, if not weekly? It's a genre with a wide variety with visual styles and themes, but it's recognized by its overarching theme of high-tech, low-life.
It emerged in the 1980s, but it is based on our society's future, where there are no natural elements and pollution is seen as rampant. It's a society where the government collapsed and any authoritative figure is seen as evil. But it's not just the visuals. Cyberpunk theme involves artificial intelligence, class uprising, anarchy, corporate corruption, and gang warfare.
From memes to TikTok videos, the aesthetic has also infiltrated the world of social media and taken the internet by storm. These effects, visuals, and motion graphics will be associated with our creation in the future, and we need to understand what it is so we can incorporate it in our own work.
In terms of the origins of cyberpunk, you see, it's all about the future. Back then, artists like 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐤𝐞 and 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐵𝐿ARD and Philip were all exploring the effects on drug culture, technology, and sexual revolution in society.
They were doing something different, something new. They were avoiding the utopian tendency of earlier science fiction, instead focusing on a darker, grittier future. They created a genre that would become known as cyberpunk, and that's just the beginning. This genre exploded in popularity and soon spread to other forms of media, from films to video games. But the heart of it all is the ideal of high-tech, low-life. It's a theme that's been central to cyberpunk from the very beginning, and it's what makes it so damn cool.
You see, cyberpunk is all about the future, and in that future, technology has advanced to levels we can't even imagine. Just like how artificial intelligence is rapidly developing at a pace it's never been before. It's a great example for that.
But at the same time, this aesthetic society has collapsed. You'll find a lot of people who have nothing. They're living hand to mouth, struggling to survive day to day. But on the other hand, they have access to some of the most advanced technology ever created. It's a world of contrast, of high-tech gadgets and low-life scum, which is what makes it so damn cool in my eyes.
Cyberpunk has a massive impact on pop culture, and it's not hard to see why. From the gritty streets of Blade Runner to the neon world of Akira, the genre's movies and TV shows captures a large imagination from audiences all over the world.
It wasn't until the early 1980s that it began to break out into the mainstream. Blade Runner, Ridley Scott's 1982 film, is widely considered to be one of the greatest sci-fi films of all time, and certainly one of the most influential. With its iconic visuals and unforgettable characters, Blade Runner helped to cement the cyberpunk aesthetic in the minds of audiences all over the world.
Since then, it has had an impact on pop culture in all kinds of ways. From the Matrix trilogy to the hit TV show Altered Carbon, the genre has been both timeless and fascinating.
And as technology continues to evolve and our society becomes increasingly complex, it's a genre that's only going to become more relevant in the years to come.
In terms of editing, the visuals are often dark, gritty, and neon colored. They feature futuristic technology and setting that are always awe-inspiring but terrifying at the same time. The line is often blurred as well between machine and human, and it shows in the way how they dress and present themselves.
When it comes to the cyberpunk aesthetic for internet videos and designs, we see a lot of neon colors and futuristic motifs. The style is all about creating a dark, dystopian future where technology has both saved and ruined society.
A sense of danger and rebellion.
The use of slow motion and glitch effects can also give the video a futuristic, dystopian feel. The aim is to transport the viewer into a world that's at once familiar and unsettling.
The influence of cyberpunk isn't just limited by film and games. It's also infiltrated by the world of social media.
These memes and challenges often embody the rebellious and anti-authoritarian themes presented in the cyberpunk genre.
We can compare it to some people, participating in devious licks, challenges where they steal or vandalize school property or just property in general. I'm only highlighting the appeal of the aesthetic to a younger generation of people who might be frustrated inside this current state of society.
Overall, the cyberpunk aesthetic is continuing to influence pop culture, particularly on the internet, where the rebellion and anti-authoritarian themes of the genre resonate strongly with the younger audience. Alright, let me wrap this up with some real talk. Cyberpunk may have started as a literary genre, but it's evolved into a whole movement. It's infiltrated pop culture, design, and even our internet memes. But at the end of the day, cyberpunk is just another reflection of our society. It's a gritty, rebellious, and sometimes even a little dangerous. And while some may see it as a reflection of a dystopian future, others see it as a call to action, a way to question authority and challenge societal norms. Whether you're a fan of cyberpunk or not, there's no denying its impact on pop culture and its ability to inspire creativity and innovation.